Have you ever wondered why some women look super rich and sophisticated, even when you know they don't have that much money? Today, I will reveal the 5 secrets that elegant women use to look much more expensive than they really are, without having to spend a fortune. And no, I won't tell you to buy counterfeit bags or pretend you have more money than you have. In fact, these tricks are so simple that you will wonder why no one has ever told you before. I have helped ordinary women completely transform their image for years, and I realized that those that seem more expensive are not necessarily those who spend the most. The most interesting? The first tip on our list is something the richest and most elegant women I know do religiously, but almost no one talks about. And I'll tell you, it costs absolutely nothing. Want to find out how you may seem like a woman who spends thousands in her appearance while saving your money to things that really matter? Let's start. Tip 1. Impeccable cleaning and maintenance is the first and most powerful tip to look like a costosa woman without spending much. It seems obvious, but it's surprising how many women invest in expensive clothes, but they fail in this fundamental aspect. No matter if you are wearing a 20 Reyes, T-shirt, or a designer blouse, if it is kneaded with stains, lint, or loose sewing, you will seem sloppy. A truly elegant woman understands that impeccable cleaning is the basis of a sophisticated appearance. This means that your clothes are always perfectly washed, passed, and repaired. Your shoes are always clean and polished without spending heels or visible scratches. Your bags have no stains, scratches, or worn corners. Their jewelry, even the jewelry, is always bright and free of oxidation. This meticulous attention to detail conveys a powerful message. You care about yourself and have high patterns. In practice, this means developing a regular maintenance routine. Set aside time every week to inspect your clothes for loose buttons, broken sheaths, or small tears, and fix them immediately. Invest in a good ironing iron or clothing vaporizer and use it regularly. Learn simple techniques to remove different types of blemishes before they become permanent. For your shoes, maintain basic cleaning and polishing products and make it a regular ritual. Buy heel protectors to replace as soon as they start spending. A client of mine always complained that he had no money to dress as he wanted. When I examined your wardrobe, I found good quality pieces, but in deplorable conditions. Shirts with blemishes, pants with loose sheaths, scratched shoes. After an afternoon fixing, cleaning, and organizing what she already had, the transformation was immediate. She seemed to have bought a completely new wardrobe, although she had spent practically nothing. Remember, clothing impeccably maintained, even the simplest, will always look more expensive than designer pieces in bad conditions. Tip 2. Perfect adjustment is the second crucial tip for looking like a cousin woman without spending much. It is a secret that celebrities and truly elegant women know well. Even the most expensive clothes in the world will seem cheap if it does not fit your body perfectly. On the other hand, a simple and affordable piece that falls perfectly on you immediately gains a premium look. The problem is that most ready-made clothes are made to serve in a standard body type that hardly exists in the real world. We all have unique proportions. Some have wider shoulders, some have shorter arms, some have thinner waists in proportion to the hips, and so on. This means that finding clothes that serve perfectly without adjustments is extremely rare. That's why wealthy people almost always adjust their clothes, even the most casual. The good news? Making small adjustments is much more accessible than you think. Finding a good local couturier can be one of the most valuable investments for your appearance. Simple adjustments like lifting a sheath, adjusting the waist of pants, or narrowing the sleeves of a shirt usually costs very little, but make a huge difference in the final appearance. If you have basic sewing skills, you can even make some simple adjustments at home. It is worth learning how to make adjustments such as lifting a sheath or changing buttons on your own. A client of mine was known to always seem elegant, although we knew that his budget was limited. Your secret? She bought good quality basic clothes from affordable stores and invested in accurate adjustments. A simple white cotton shirt that cost 50 Reyes gained a piece of 300 when adjusted perfectly to your body. She confessed to me once she would rather have 5 pieces perfectly adjusted than 20 they served more or less. When we started implementing this philosophy with other clients, the result has always been the same. They looked much more sophisticated by spending less. Remember, the adjustment is not a detail, it is critical. A simple T-shirt that falls perfectly always will seem more expensive than a poorly adjusted silk blouse. Tip 3. Cohesive color palette is the third essential tip for looking like a cousin woman without spending much. If you observe truly elegant women, you will rarely see them using random colors or chaotic combinations. Instead, they tend to dress in harmonious and coherent palettes, often based on neutrals with strategic color touches. This intentional color approach to color creates an impression of sophistication and planning that is immediately perceived as face, even when individual pieces are accessible. The secret is to build a wardrobe around a limited palette where all parts combine with each other. This does not mean dressing only in black or beige, although these are excellent bases. It means choosing colors that harmonize well together and, most importantly, that complement their skin tone, eye color, and hair. When your clothes are in harmony with your natural color, you seem immediately more polished and well cared for. In practice, this means resisting the temptation to buy that vibrant purple blouse on sale if it does not fit your established palette, even if it is a bargain. It is better to invest a little more in a piece that integrates perfectly with the rest of your wardrobe. An effective strategy is to build your wardrobe around 2 to 3 neutral base colors, such as black, navy, gray, beige, or white, and add 1 to 2 prominent colors that work well with your neutrals and your personal color. Dressing on monochrome looks, different shades of the same color, is another powerful technique that always looks elegant and intentional. A client of mine had a wardrobe full of colorful and print pieces that never seemed to match well. Each item had been purchased individually without considering how it would be integrated into the rest. When we rearrange its wardrobe around a cohesive palette based on marine, beige, and white, with touches of dark red as a prominent color, the transformation was dramatic. Suddenly, she had dozens of possible combinations where everything seemed to belong to the same aesthetic universe. People started asking if she had bought new clothes or hired a personal stylist when she was actually wearing the same pieces, just more strategically. Remember, it's not the amount of clothes you have, but how they work together in a cohesive system that creates the impression of an expensive wardrobe. I'm loving to share these secrets with you. If you are enjoying these tips that can completely transform your look without breaking your budget, be sure to subscribe to the channel right now and activate the notification bell. That way you don't lose any of my next videos with more secrets that the fashion industry doesn't want you to know. And tell me in the comments, where are you watching this video from? I love to know that I'm helping amazing women from all corners to look like $1 million without spending a fraction of that. Now let's continue with more powerful tips that will revolutionize your style. Tip 4. Impeccable hair and nails are the fourth fundamental tip for looking like a cousin woman without spending a lot. If you pay attention, you will find that truly sophisticated people always have these two perfectly cared for, even when they are dressed casually. It is like a silent signature of someone who has the resources to stay well cared for. The good news? You do not need expensive luxury salons treatments to achieve this effect. For hair, the secret is in health and a cut that favors your type of hair and face shape. A well-executed cut that complements its natural characteristics will always seem more expensive than an elaborate but inappropriate hairstyle. Invest in a good cut every 2 to 3 months, even if it is in a more affordable hall or hairdressing school where prices are reduced. Among the cuts, keep the ends healthy with simple home treatments such as coconut oil or avocado masks. Regular hydration is essential for hair that looks expensive. Dry hair and frizz immediately decrease any look. As for nails, they do not need to be long or have designs to seem sophisticated. In fact, natural nails of medium length, perfectly clean and well cared for, with a well-applied neutral enamel or just polished if you prefer the natural look, usually look more elegant than exaggerated extensions. If you like to do your own nails, Invest in a good base and top-coat nail polish. They make all the difference in durability and professional aspect of the result. Keep your cuticles hydrated daily with coconut oil or almonds, which are affordable options. A client of mine always wore expensive clothes, but something in his appearance still seemed misleading. When analyzing more closely, I realized that her hair was always in double ends, and her nails, though long, were unequal and with the nail polish peeling. When she began to invest more time in these details, doing weekly homemade treatments for her hair and reserving 30 minutes a week to take care of nails, the transformation into her overall appearance was surprising. Suddenly, all her look seemed much premium, although she had not changed anything in her clothes. People began to ask if she had lost weight or changed makeup, when in fact these seemingly small details that had raised all their presence. Remember, healthy hair and well cared for nails are like a frame for your look. When they are impeccable, everything else seems automatically more refined. Tip 5. Strategic minimalism is the fifth and perhaps most powerful tip to look like a cousin woman without spending much. There is a reason why truly rich and elegant people are rarely super tidied or using extremely flashy looks. True luxury is often expressed through refined simplicity and evident quality, not through exaggeration. This is excellent news for those who want to look sophisticated without spending much, because it means less is literally more. Strategic minimalism manifests itself in all aspects of its appearance. Instead of using multiple jewelry pieces at the same time, choose one or two quality pieces that really stand out. Instead of a look with many prints and colors competing with each other, opt for simple pieces in colors that complement each other. Instead of heavy makeup in all areas of the face, focus on well cared for a single highlight, such as a sophisticated lipstick. This approach not only seems more expensive, but also allows you to better invest your limited features. Instead of buying 10 dubious cheap blouses, you can invest the same value in 2 or 3 best quality pieces. Instead of having dozens of jewelry that oxidize quickly, you can have some good quality pieces that will last years. Instead of a shelf full of medium makeup products, you can have some excellent products that really work for you. The key here is the word strategic. It's not just about having less, but carefully choosing what you keep. Ask yourself, this piece really favors me? Does it combine with several other things I already have? Does it have enough quality to last? If the answer is no, it is not worth taking up space in your wardrobe, even if it is cheap. A client of mine loved to buy many pieces at department stores whenever there were promotions. Her wardrobe was crowded, but she constantly complained about having nothing to wear and never being satisfied with her appearance. When I helped her make a radical limeza, keeping only the pieces that really favored her and worked well together, she was shocked by the difference. With a third of the clothes she had before, now she looked much more sophisticated and had a lot more possible combinations. People started asking if she was buying in more expensive stores, when in fact she had only eliminated everything that diminished her overall appearance. Remember, the real secret to looking expensive is not how much you spend, but in the careful choices you make and in the meticulous attention to the details. A woman with 5 pieces perfectly chosen will always look more elegant than another with 50 random items. We have reached the end of our 5 tips to look like a cousin woman without spending a lot, and I hope you realize an important theme in all of them. Accessible elegance is not about pretending to be something you are not, or trying to mimic expensive products with cheap alternatives. It is about adopting a quality mindset about quantity, attention to detail, and intentional choices. Let's recap. Keep your clothes and accessories impeccably clean and in good condition. Invest in adjustments to ensure that everything falls perfectly in your body. Create a cohesive and harmonious color palette. Keep hair and nails always well cared for, and adopt a strategic minimalism in all aspects of your appearance. The most beautiful about these tips is that none of them require a significant budget. What they ask is something much more valuable: your time, attention, and care. When you show that you care about your appearance through these details, the world perceives and responds accordingly. Remember, Look expensive is not about the brands you wear or the price of your clothes. It is about the message that your appearance conveys, that you have high standards, that you pay attention to the details, that you value quality above quantity. And this message is accessible to any woman, regardless of their budget. My challenge for you is to choose just one of these tips to seriously implement in the next 30 days. Note how the people around you begin to react differently. Note how you feel more confident and powerful yourself. And remember to tell me in the comments which tip you chose and the results you are seeing. Because true transformation does not happen at once, but through small, consistent improvements over time. Thank you for watching here, and I can't wait to see you becoming an even more elegant and sophisticated version of yourself without spending a fortune on the process.